Natalie, and this is Miss Danae.
Hey,
You have landed on Spirit Talk. Where is our banner? Why do I never have our banner? We're gonna get our banner. It took
did you
our
click?
banner away, but
Did
it's
you
okay.
click on banner?
Yeah.
You got to
Oh
click
no,
on it.
no, I didn't. I clicked. There we are. I did it and then I didn't. Okay.
You're
I'm a mess.
silly.
I'm a complete mess, but we're gonna get it together.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We are working out the kinks, but this is our premiere. Welcome to season 2. We missed y'all. I missed y'all.
Woo, woo, woo.
We made it. We
We
made
made
it
it.
back.
We
We
made
made
it. We're
it back.
here.
We made it through eclipse season. We made it through these doggone retrogrades.
Right, all 1,711 of those retrogrades.
It's not gonna finish us off until Mercury come through one more time.
I don't even know how I feel about that. I think I'm just gonna try to sleep through it this time because I can't. I, I'm done.
Yo, the
I've learned the lesson.
full moons in Taurus.
I don't know them.
Full moons in Taurus. Like, I'm sorry, but I went and I wrote everything down. All the retrogrades, all the eclipses, all just it's so much. It's just so much. And like just going down like the Jupiter retrograde, the Neptune, the Uranus, the Saturn, the Pluto, and then back to Mercury, then Mars. It's we've been getting hit. We've been getting hits. We just been getting hit. Just
Yeah,
hit.
yeah.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
I's tired, master.
I'm
I's
tired.
tired.
That's too dang bad. How bad
Child.
you want these manifestations?
Well, since we've been gone, how
Mm.
have you been? Anything new and exciting happening?
Yes, yes. I decided to take a break from selling.
Hmm.
And I was because things have been just I don't know for a lot of people, but for me it's been slow and it hasn't really even been worth like the cost. So I pretty much just shut everything down. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna refocus. I did say that I was gonna go back to school and I start, in January. But it's just
Hmm.
like, botanists don't make a lot of money. They don't. And it's not so much the field of botany that I want to go into. It's more of, botanical research, as far as, like restoring, the environment and things like that. That's the part I want to get into, but also incorporate that with, I guess, my knowledge already that I have. So it's like, you know what? I'll just, I'll start writing. I like to write. I like to make cute little things. So, and I have a lot of people, especially family members, that will call and ask me about, hey, what herbs are good for this? What herbs are good for that? I was like, you know what? I might as well just make a blog.
Hmm.
So that's what I started working on. And, since I started, I just a lot of angel numbers. And I don't know about you, but 111 won't stop. 111, it just normally I would get like, eight, not 888, 999. I'm
Yeah,
not even seeing
yeah,
999 anymore. It's just 111 or 1010. What's like, okay, okay, something beginning. I just keep going. What's all right,
right.
but I'm just at this point, I just say, you know what, I'm just gonna keep working on this. I'm just gonna keep focused on this. I'm just gonna wait for school to get here, plan my schedule out, and hope for the best.
Right.
Because we all, no matter how well you plan, no matter
That
how
don't
well you
even
plan,
matter. That doesn't
doesn't
even
matter.
matter.
Does
Right.
not. You hear me?
It doesn't matter. It don't
Oh
matter
my,
what you want to do.
at all. Oh my goodness. One second. I would like to know why our logo isn't here. And that's why they took our logo away. And that's okay because we're gonna bring that back.
What? Where do you see that our logo isn't there?
Under brand. And if you look under, our logo used to be there. I know I added it.
Oh, how dare they?
It's the same reason. It's like, why did they take our intro away? Like, I know I re-uploaded it, but I guess I didn't. So let me just find our picture so they can stop playing with me.
Well, while you figure that out, I wanted to share with everyone that
Oh
I
yeah, and I'm so sorry. Tell us about yours, Danae. I didn't mean that was so self-centered. I'm sorry. Please tell us about yours.
it's okay, girl. All
Oh.
right, so I have become a professional listener. While we were on break, I, I became a certified professional listener. And it's real. It's similar to
Mhm.
how, like, back, what, like in 2014, 2015, people were like paying to go and get cuddled, you know,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
professional cuddlers. It's
Uh,
like the same premise. So, as a professional listener, I just listen. I quietly listen. And I'm not a psychotherapist. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a doctor. I mean, I am a spiritual life coach, but I won't be using those skills for the professional listening. So, what I've done is I've opened up a safe space for people to come and get one on one venting sessions.
mhm.
So they can vent and like use me as their sounding board, right?
Mhm.
And if they want to cuss out their boss, they want to tell their
Girl.
boss where he or she, they, we, whatever the pronouns their boss is using today, um, they can tell them where to go. If their kids are acting crazy, they can tell them where to go and not feel guilty and not feel like they're being ridiculed and not feel like they're being judged or anything like that. If they have something that's been on their mind for the last 10 years about their spouse and they're like, I've had it, let me just say what I need to say, they can schedule an appointment with me and they can get it out. I do offer, though, because of my empathic skills, I do offer the opportunity that if someone does want to have a want me to give them a solution to their
Mhm.
issue, I can offer that, but it's an intuitive solution, right?
Right.
But that's like an additional fee. Nonetheless, I'm really excited about it. I'm really looking forward to just listening. And since I've taken on transcendental meditation as well as learning how to clear out my ear,
Ooh.
I've learned how to clear out my ear chakras. I'm not afraid that any of that energy is going to linger like inside of me. So I'm
That's
really excited about that.
awesome.
So if
That's awesome.
anyone is interested in scheduling an appointment, you can go to my link tree. I'm going to leave that in the comments as well. And you can schedule an appointment. It's called a one-on-one venting session. So yeah,
That
that's
is
what I have
dope.
been up to. And I'm really like, I don't know. I feel like I'm in a different space right now. I feel like my magic is really coming to me. So I'm excited
Yeah.
about that.
You know what? I think that's a part of I think that's a part of this too. Why does that keep doing that? I don't know why that popped up your link tree banner. That is weird. Did you put that up there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I thought that the system did that. It's okay. Okay, cool. But yeah, so big yeah, what was I saying? Yeah. I was I was just saying, yeah, but it seems like that's what all these retrogrades and these eclipses are. It's what it's leading us to. It's helping us really develop,
Yeah.
really develop. Like, you ask for these things, you
And now
know,
they're starting to the manifestation is starting to come. It's
but
arriving.
that final test, and I feel like that's where the Jupiter, Uranus, that Saturn kicked our
Yeah.
butts. Like, because you got to take you that one through that one final test.
Yeah. But you know, one of the things that I learned about Jupiter is
Mhm.
that Jupiter just wants you to be abundant. So, depending on,
Growth.
right, and I don't know how many folks would necessarily, it's not necessarily worshiping the planet, it's about acknowledging the energy of the planet. So, once you acknowledge it and you understand that it's coming from more of an energy perspective than it is from actually like being like a god or a creator, then you can
Right.
understand how to utilize the energy of Jupiter to in your manifest your abundance
Yeah.
more like better or accurately. I'm not sure what word I want to use, but we're just gonna go with it. So,
I like that.
but one thing that I did do is I did learn like an offering to give to Jupiter and the candles that you burn and all that stuff. I mean, this whole season since we have been gone, I have done so much, and I'm just like, where did I learn all of this? I've even been like, I even created a journal. That's available on Amazon too. Hold on, let me show y'all.
Yeah.
It's 300 pages. It's eight and a. It's huge. It's eight and a
I
half
love it.
by 11. I love it. It's 300 pages, totally blank. And I'm like, well, whoever buys this is going to be someone who likes to doodle, who takes a lot of notes, who's going to who wants to write down their own personal rituals, like to pass on to maybe their generations that come after them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited about it. It's my journal. It's the Goddess Revival journal. And look, my picture's on the back. Ain't she
And it's on
fine?
there. It's
She's so fine,
awesome.
y'all. But yeah. But if you're interested in buying this journal, you again can go to my link tree. It's there in the comment section. It's right here on the screen. And you can buy it on Amazon. And if you click on my name over the journal,
Mm.
you'll see everything else that I've created. I've created like two other journals. I have a hardcover of this. And I made this really fun word search for Thanksgiving. So maybe I'll do one for what do you call it? Christmas and New Year's too. But I was just finding different ways to be creative and allow like my my inner child to express herself, right?
Right.
So it was good times. I had a really good time since while we were on break.
I just really let myself relax. Like normally, I would just try to push through, but this time I was just like, you know what? Nope, I'm tired. I'm gonna
Yeah,
allow myself to say that I'm tired, and I'm gonna chill. I'm going to chill.
yeah, that's good. That's good to rest. I know during eclipse season, it was very emotional. Like for like a
Girl.
week and a half to 2 weeks, it was super emotional. I did rest a lot during that time. During the October eclipse, the um,
Ooh.
the one we just had this month, early November, wasn't really that significant. It was October where I thought I was the way that I was acting reminded me of when I was pregnant. You know, like super emotional. I'd watch like a commercial that had a cute cat on it, and then I'd cry because the cat was like super cute.
Yep.
It was a mess. But I did do a lot of dance, like private dance parties, like for myself to
Mm-hmm.
get my Kundalini energy moving. But yeah, overall it was emotional. I think I cried a couple of times,
Girl.
and I usually don't cry. Sometimes, like when I know that there's energy pent up, I have to watch that movie, The Color Purple, to get myself to cry.
Oh my God.
I'm serious. I have to. Like, I just
No,
will
no,
not
I
cry.
understand. It's just I can't take emotional movies.
You Me
I don't want to feel
neither.
stuff. I don't want to feel stuff. Don't. I did not come here to feel anything. I just came here to laugh.
Yeah.
Like, don't come here trying to make me feel stuff.
But sometimes you have to release that energy or it'll just turn into trauma, you know?
I know, but still, it's like, can we
Yeah.
just get past that? Like, I'm good.
I feel
and we
you. I
just
feel you.
move past all the emotions, like
But
just
how
take
was
look
the
at.
eclipse season for you though? Like, were you like I felt like I was all over the place. Did you have anything similar?
Yep. So for me, it was a lot about relationships and boundaries and what I'm okay with and not okay with going forward. And I think how did it go? Oh yeah, it was for Venus and Scorpio. That's what it was. I was trying to remember. It was eclipse energy, Venus and Scorpio, and that's where it hit me the hardest because I am a lot of my main houses, a lot of my houses are Venus,
Mm,
Venus and Libra. So Venus and Scorpio, me and Scorpio does not do well. And that's why I was like, you know what? I'm super emotional, but also aggressive, like very, very angry. And it was just like, I got it. I get it. You know what? It was a lot of things, like you said, that I had just kept pushing down. And when I mean that Scorpio, that passion, that anger, that jealousy, all of that does not mix well with a Libra. It does not, especially in relationships and defining boundaries and things like that.
right, right.
So, yeah,
I already know. I can tell by that look. So, okay.
boundaries,
Huh?
boundaries.
Right. I wanted to ask you because you mentioned Venus. Are you, or do you know, or has everyone ever told you that you were like a daughter of Oshun, or ever like Yemaya, or even like Shango, maybe?
It was a dream that I had, but I try not to read too much into it just because when a lot of people come into this and they start learning about the Orishas, a lot of women instantly just start attaching themselves to Oshun just because of her
Yeah.
beauty, her sensuality, and things like that. I did not want to be one of those people. Now, will I say I am very attracted to her? Absolutely. Will I say that I've done things in the past that I didn't recognize that you would kind of do,
Uh
especially when
huh.
it comes to rivers, waterfalls? You notice that I have a lot of posts with waterfalls in them because I can't stay away from them. Before I left, there is one sacred fall that I had left a gold necklace at. I don't know why. Something just told me to do it. And ever since then, she's come up. But again, I don't read into it. I'm not going to until I learn, I know better until I have information because I don't want to be one of those people.
Mm.
But I take it as a huge compliment because I'm fascinated by the entire thing. And you know what's so cool? My Chris, my oldest, he actually he codes and games and things like that. He designed this dragon after what I can't remember the Orisha. It took me by surprise. I'm like, what in the world? What? How would he even know about this? And then he was just like, yeah, like he talked to me about Egyptian gods and we talked about the difference between African deities and Egyptian and the Greco-Roman influence on all of them. It was just like I love it. I love it all. So yeah, but yeah, so I don't want to read too much into it, but I take it as a huge compliment anytime I've heard it. So,
Okay. I can dig it.
you know,
I
I
can
I
dig it.
I'd be over the moon. Like I wouldn't know how to act. Like I want to know how to become a high priestess right now. Put me in the academy. Put me in the guild. Sign me up. I need to know. I'm finna go heavy. Do it. Like I'll shave this part of my head if I gotta shave part of my head. I'm not going full monk, but I'll shave that side because it's what it's gonna take.
Well, what would you be? What would you want to be a high priestess in?
Honestly,
Honestly,
certain arts,
okay, okay. So we'll just go with that. Certain arts.
certain arts only because you we are on Facebook and YouTube, and there are certain things that we cannot mention that you know.
So you okay? But that's okay. Well, when you truly get the calling to do that, I I think that what I want to say, you just have to
What
be
are you
really, really
thinking?
prepared. I think you just have to be really, really prepared and under and
That was
I want to. Okay, this is what I want to say to you. I think before you like say if you really get that calling and that's really what you want to do, whatever it is, you really need to be very um open to learning about the different spiritual realms and not allowing any fears that you may have that we've talked about before. You cannot allow those fears to remain because you will be put in positions where you're going to see those things and they're going to be very, very real, and you're going to have to use those things to do your high priestess stuff for the people who are coming for your help.
and I understand how that sounded now, and I'm terrible about this because I it doesn't hit until after, and then I thought about the way I smiled, and I was like, wait, she's gonna think that I mean that, and I don't in no way. Look, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I respect those arts. I respect the and I have a completely different view of tantra and tantric and everything else. I respect it. I think it's awesome. But when I say I didn't, I wasn't trying to put it out there just because it's it's not a fear, but it's just not something I want to put out for people to know just because it's like you put it out there and you leave yourself open for certain, like you said, it's like certain things.
Yeah.
So it's just not, it's just like it's not, I'm not like at a place where I'm kind of ready to say, but I definitely know what I want to do. The only reason why I say high priestess is just because I feel that that's where I've been before,
Mhm.
especially when it comes to, I guess it could say, Egyptian. I guess when you go toward more Egyptian deities, gods, goddesses, things like that. Those were the things that I gravitated first when I was at my youngest. The hieroglyphs, anything to do with, any type of hieroglyphs, understanding those lifts and those pillars that they use now and why they are really erecting those things over here. Is
The
it
obelisk?
erect? Huh?
Are you talking about
Obelisk?
obelisks? Uh huh.
Obelisk, but that's not what they really called them over there. They were something else, the phallus shape, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's all. It's just like, I look at those and I look at the connection to like all type of Egyptian culture and how they had the shapes, and then now look at it over here like, okay, why is it that we do the same thing over here? It just nobody pays attention to it. So that's where my familiarity lies. And when I say the Egyptian, goddesses, things like that, I mean the Hathors, because that's what stuck out to me first when I was younger. And
Mhm.
that's when I started learning about the seven sisters and, understanding the violet flame and protecting yourself with that. So that's what I'm familiar with. I didn't get into the Orishas and everything else until 2018, 2019. So That's why I don't consider myself comfortable to ever speak, because to
Hmm.
me it's like super super sacred. It's honestly kind of like, it kind of gives me like chills, but in a good way. So I dare not ever speak disrespectfully of anybody who's a high priestess of any Orisha, any of them, because hey, that was not my intent. That's why I was like, hold on, that may have not come out the best. So
Yeah, I don't think I know I personally didn't take it like that as
yeah,
well. I was just saying in general, you can't be afraid of of spirit. Like, not that you're afraid of spirit, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
there's going to be times when you're going to come across some stuff, and you're going to just have to face it like,
And that's why you give me Oya, because it's just like, it's always, did you that though? Did you look? Yeah, it was hard, but here you are. Did
you
you get
made
it?
it.
You made it. Why are you crying?
Right.
That's you. That's very much you. That's just like, I want to throw a strawberry at you. Would you lighten up just for a moment? Damn. Yes, I said throw a strawberry at you.
She said throw a strawberry. You are crazy. No, I just that's not, what am I trying to say? I'm not like a hard ass though.
I know, I
It just
know.
comes across as that, but I just look at it like, it's it might seem like I'm being a hard ass, but how I feel is like, it's not that serious.
And that's where it's
I'm
like,
very nonchalant. Like, okay,
yeah, it's just like,
all right,
fine, but no.
right. But did your paycheck clear? Is that you know what I mean? So,
Like, did you? Yeah, you worked hard, but did you get paid?
right.
So why are you here?
Like, why are we talking about it? Okay, no. But yeah, okay.
No,
So
I
let's
got
get
you.
back to what we were talking about. Or at least were you satisfied with what you were talking about with what you experienced during the eclipse,
Yeah,
or did you have more?
because
I feel
it.
like you had more to say, but had to stop abruptly.
No, no, no. It was fine. That was fun. It's
Okay.
fun to talk about. It's just like, we don't get to talk about it that much. It's not like we get to go and have a water cooler discussion with our co-workers or our neighbors. So it's always nice to talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely for me, it was just any like anywhere there was Scorpio energy, or that was opposite of the Scorpio Taurus energy, there was going, I knew there was going to be some type of change. And for me, that's my second house, and that's my eighth house, and my seventh house I knew would also be affected too, which in most, and for, if you don't know, your second house is um somewhat, somewhat of a communication almost, especially with
Hmm.
people. Your seventh house is, relationships. Eighth house is, money, finance, things like that. So that's where I was experiencing the biggest shifts and changes.
Hmm.
And when it came to relationships, it came to me saying, you know what, this is what I want. This is what I'm accepting. This is what I'm no longer accepting. And much like a Scorpio or a Taurus, when they sit there and say, like, look, this is it, this is it.
Right.
And there is no going around it. I'm no longer going to accept this. You either give me this or I'm not giving you that.
Like, so an ultimatum.
Yeah, pretty much. It pretty much like an ultimatum about what I am going to accept for myself. What I'm no longer going to accept. I will no longer tolerate this, that, or the other. And it honestly was kind of like a opening, especially for my heart chakra, just because I had shut down and I was just like, you know what, love is pointless. This marriage thing is a sham. These kids things are a sham. The men don't appreciate women. Women don't seem to want to hear men. It feels like everybody's being completely unreasonable. I'm so sick of all of it. And it seems like I can't log on to an app without it. Black men don't understand this, or black women not hearing this, and white women are the best thing for black men since sliced bread. And it's like, are we really doing this? Really? And I'm not the type that's gonna get involved. So I just cut away from social media, period. Like I didn't even go into what was that app? It was another app that I would normally go into. Like I cut, period. Especially in October. I was gonna do the ethereal video diaries with you, but
Hmm.
the fifth out a little after my birthday, I was just like, I can't do it. And I'm not gonna force myself. Because normally I would do it and then I feel terrible about it. And then I would,
Oh,
just beat myself up. And because at first I was feeling absolutely terrible and guilty. And I was just like, you know what? Why am you know what? Why am I holding myself to this? I'm not taking this social media thing that doggone seriously. You know what? Delete the video, delete the video. I'm taking a nap.
right.
That's it. So it's just like, you know what? That's how I'm going to show up for myself more. You know what? I am no longer going to force myself to do it. If I'm telling myself, you know what, go ahead and get up and do it, get up and do it, get up and do it, make yourself get up and do it, trying to climb that wall, then you know what? I think I may have to sit myself down. And I'm not going to be afraid to say that. And that's what happened with my eighth house. So transformations all around. And I'm tired.
Girl.
Tired. Oh, I'm so tired.
Nothing. Nothing at all. You be tired, girl. You be tired.
And lost another 10 pounds. I can
Woo!
see my collarbones, but you can't see past the whole time. But like I can actually see my collarbones again. It's like if my neck firmed up, so I was kind of happy about that.
Good. Congratulations on the
Thank
weight
you.
loss.
Fasting,
That's
I
exciting.
did fast during the eclipse. I
Okay.
did fast, like so I could start
Good.
during the full moon. I fast that whole week. I did it.
Are you
We
gonna
made it.
fast again? Do you fast a lot?
Hmm. I do 12 hour 12-hour fast. So my last meal, depending on what time I eat dinner, probably about like 7, 8. I won't eat again till that time the next day. And sometimes if I'm doing like an extreme fast, I'll do an 18-hour fast, but I'll only do that for like 3 or 4 days. And
Oh,
yeah, so
absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't even think. I don't even know how. If I fasted, I don't even know how I would act. Right? I don't think I've ever fasted before. I have done like where, well, maybe I have, but it was just like a liquid fasting. But I had like smoothies and water, you know. But to
mhm.
go like commando and not have any food at all, I
That was a build up.
I was like, I'd be like, are you where?
It was, mind you, this was a build up. This is a build up.
Okay.
And if I can be honest, my last pregnancy is what did it, because I was pregnant, but my gallbladder also started to, I had a lot of gallstones and
Oh,
it needed to come out. But, of course, no doctor was going to touch me during my
after you just
pregnancy.
had a baby,
So
yeah.
having to deal with that and nausea the entire pregnancy. And when I mean a gallbladder attack is worse than labor, I'm not
Mm.
exaggerating. I'd rather go through labor than to ever have to go through a gallbladder attack.
Are
I
they like
couldn't.
little stones? Like what is that? If you have a gallbladder, what is it like? They're like, is it like calcium or what is it? Tell me what it
It's
is
like
so I
it's
can
like it's
understand.
like little deposits, stones, like things like that, and it comes from just bile, and over time. And the things is, the stones can form from a lot of different things in your body. And for me, I think it was honestly hereditary, because a lot of women in my family have had to have theirs out. And what was so strange is My mother-in-law had hers out a little before mine. And then after me, then my mom. And
Mm.
before me, my like two of my aunts, my grandmother, it I no not a I never knew it. I didn't know it until my dad's like, yeah, a lot of my sisters and my grandmothers had it. It's like I had no idea. So strangely enough, that's when mine decided to start doing that when I was pregnant. 9 months with
Mm.
that mess. And
That sounds like a
after,
curse.
like finally, I think like 9 weeks after I had him, they went ahead and took it out. So I had gotten used to not eating a lot because you could barely I couldn't eat broccoli. I couldn't eat broccoli without it upsetting anything. So my diet was mostly liquid and shakes and things like that. And then I developed gestational diabetes. Not one of my pregnancies had I ever developed anything like that. When I mean Kai took me through it, he took me
Hmm.
through it from start to end. And he's still
Yeah.
taking me through it.
She's like, I popped them out. When is it gonna stop?
We ain't gonna stop. I'm tired. I'm
I was tired, Ressa. I was tired.
tired.
I don't think children will ever stop bringing me through, taking me through it.
And this one, when I hear your baby girl in the background, I laugh. It's just like she right there with me because I adore her. I adore her. That she is a Sagittarius, and I love it. I love every part of it. I want to see her with an umbrella with the poofiest ballerina skirt on, just dancing because it
You're
just.
so funny. She loves umbrellas though. She has like three of them. Um, she loves umbrellas. She wears a lot of. She does wear a lot of tutus. Even her like her princess outfit has like all this tulle and it has like a slip. Anyways, yeah,
Oh,
she's kind of amazing. But with me being a Leo, she's a Sagittarius. Even though we're very, very much alike, we still butt heads a lot. And then there's my son, who's the water sign. He's the Cancer. He just stays out the way. Like he's just like I can't deal with them. Both of them crazy. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You
ooh.
know. So
That water's gonna be good between the two of y'all, though.
I guess so. I guess so.
You're gonna see, just watch, especially when she gets out of that water. That water's gonna be the balancing force between y'all two.
Oh yeah, he does that now. He kind
Oh,
of like he knows um when she's just being just too much. Like my son, I know that he and I have like a telepathic situation going on. So
mm,
he'll know, he could tell, he can sense, and he's an empath too, but he can sense like when I'm starting to like need to when I'm starting to shut down. That's
mm,
when she starts to kind of like get her last piece of wind, right? So like right before bedtime, I'm like coming down. She's like, let me just get 20 more minutes of hoorah. And then he'll like appear out of nowhere, out of his cave, where he stays and does his boy stuff. And he'll just come in and he'll be like, hey, Deja, look what I got. And then they just play in the living room and he just lets me chill. And then she starts getting sleepy. And then I'm like, okay. Like he
mm,
helps out a lot. Like he does, what is it called? He like puts the flames out. You know what I mean?
mm,
So, but yeah, he does that. He's really good for neutralizing situations.
mm,
He's really, really good for that. Like sometimes when I'm like on 10, like if the house is dirty and I'm like, I know I didn't do it, and I'm like losing my mind, and he'll just be like, okay, mom, I'm sorry. I'll take care of it. I'm like, he's such a good boy. But yeah, that's my baby.
see, and that's where Kai gets me. He gets on my nerves, and I mean on my nerves with
Uh
that
huh.
because he will. It's so. I don't know if I'm allowed to call 3-year-old obnoxious, but he can be so
Absolutely.
obnoxious. And when I tell you, he can be so petty. He's the pettiest 3-year-old I have ever met. And I know it because it's me. Because I would be the one to knock stuff down on the way out, or I'd want to in my mind. And I did that one time when I quit a job on the way out. I just knocked the whole display down on the way out just because I was just like, you know what, whatever. And he does that on the way out. There's a nightstand, and he has to, like, if like, Kai, you need to leave. You got to go. He'll just on the way out just take his hand and just grades and
He's
just
like, he's like,
I don't
he's
want to be
like,
here now.
F your book, mama.
And I'll be like, come back and pick it up right now. And
Does he,
he'll give me he'll just stare at me like, and he'll
does he
do
ever
it.
just like look at you and laugh and then walk away?
Nah, he'll stare me down like she is like to test and see if like I'm gonna do something, like I'm gonna get up if he doesn't do it. If he sees that I'm
Mm,
not playing with him, then he'll pick it up. And I'm like, that wasn't nice. And he'll just be like, I'm sorry.
that
Can I have a
wasn't
big
nice.
hug, a
That's so
kiss, a
funny.
kiss. You know I can't resist a cuddle. Get
Do
on,
you do gentle parenting?
huh?
Do you do gentle parenting? You do, yeah.
That's why they know I can't resist it, dude. That's why it's like, can I have a hug? Can I have a kiss? You know I can't resist a hug or a kiss. Get up here. Just,
Lord have mercy. Absolutely not.
he's
Absolutely
gonna he's
not.
3 and he's gonna be 4. And then they turn 5 and then they don't want nothing to do with you. Less and less and less, and no more snuggles and cuddles and cute little fingers and toes and little
Well,
noses.
that's true. I mean, their toes are. I mean, their toes. Yeah, they start
Chubby
stinking.
toes.
They start stinking. But
Exactly.
My son likes to like cuddle. He'll like come in my room. But here's the thing. I know that he does it because my bed is obnoxiously big. So he just wants to stretch out. It probably has nothing to do. He's probably like, I don't really like. I'm not really trying to be with you. I'm just trying to lay on the bed. You
You
know.
know, I was just talking about that with somebody. We were talking about, how comfortable our parents' beds were. I don't know what it is, but after a while, I didn't do it anymore. But I remember being one of those kids like, oh, my parents' bed is so comfortable, and
That's
then
because they bought all the good stuff for them. Because kids ruin shit, right? Like my,
which is
know,
another
like
reason why
we,
he's in your room.
right? Like as a grown up person, I invest in really nice stuff for myself because I know I'm not gonna destroy it. For the
Of
kids, I'm
course,
like what? Like no, I'm not gonna pay thousands of dollars for you to have this mattress when I know you're just gonna like do what you do, right?
right?
So that's why parents' stuff is always better. Like all the nice stuff that I ever buy is in my bedroom. It's not in the house where they can touch it and break it. That's why.
That's
So
why I have a sectional in my living room, and I was just looking. I was just like, you know what? I really like it, but it's just like, what am I thinking? Trying to protect this thing. You know what? Whatever. I was like, are you allowed to have nice things as a parent? Like,
you
unless you want to
are.
put like the plastic all over your furniture or have that
No.
one room in your house your kids can't go into.
Well, now they have Scotch Guard. Is your sectional leather or is it fabric?
Fabric.
Just get it Scotch guarded. And so when they like spill something, it'll just come right up and it won't stain.
Too late.
She's well, next time, the next time you buy the next time you buy a couch, pay the extra from them to Scotch guard it, and
For
then it'll be
That's what's
better.
like, the next time I buy furniture, I definitely plan on having a room, that room that nobody could go into, that one. Because when you think about it, our parents always had that one room that nobody could go into that was always nice just in case you had company. And that's kind of what I want. It's like, I want a den area, but I also want a family kind of room. It's like just like a nice living room area that I set up. And I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? I understand why they did that now. I thought at first it was nonsense. I get it now. It's the one nice room in the house where y'all can't go into and mess with my stuff. It was
Yeah.
always for me. It was the white room with the china, the floors, the couch. Your grandmama wouldn't let you sit in there unless it was like a special occasion.
But you
Yeah,
know what? I think I don't know. Like I remember going to my grandparents' house and they would let me go in that room. They would let me go in those rooms. But other other people couldn't. But I'm also one of those folks where I'm like, when I go someplace, I just sit down. I don't touch
that's
nothing.
probably what it was.
Like if I do, I put it right back. But I'm still like very very particular. Like I'm still like that now, where you know,
You
if I
seem
put
like
a
you was a
glass,
bougie kid.
was I a bougie kid?
You seem like you a bougie kid. You had Prada glasses on at 7. Over it already. You seem like you were over it. Over it already. You probably came in and sat down at your grandmama table like, "Grandma, I'm over it." Just
Like,
it just
I'm
started
just
talking her head
done.
off.
No, I don't. I don't. I don't. Well, maybe. I guess. I guess based off of like what like what bougie standards are, I probably was, but I was like that because everybody else was. You
Oh, and
know.
I'm not judging. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with being bougie. I love everything about being bougie. Everybody deserves to be and feel bougie. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's just I think that what it was is that my grandparents, you know, I think they just instilled in everyone
Mhm,
that you should have nice stuff, but you should also take care of it. You
mhm,
don't have to how do you say, like you don't, if you like it, if you like luxury, if you like fancy stuff, then have fancy stuff, but just take care of it. And if you're going to have children, then train your children to also take care of your stuff, take care of their stuff, you know.
mhm.
um and if they're not going to, then you need to like just have their stuff in their space, have your stuff in your space, and just
And
go
have a
from there.
switch to keep them away from your stuff.
Absolutely. I don't think my grandmother ever used to switch on me though, or my mom. I mean, I got whoopings, but they didn't have a switch. Like I have a mark on my leg still from when I got my mama. Oh, she tore me up. I don't even remember what it was, but she tore me up, and the belt buckle got loose from her hand, and it and it went far. It stretched and got me, popped me right. I have a big welt on my leg still from that. But
Mm-mm.
whatever it was that I did, I didn't do it again. But nevertheless, yeah, like you just gotta, you should be allowed to have what you want,
Mhm.
and your stuff should be taken care of. You have to set boundaries, not only like with your energy, but with your belongings as well, so that people know
Right.
how to treat your things. And you just go from there. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day,
Yeah.
yes, I am bougie, and I don't care. I've probably always been bougie, and I
I
don't
just love how
care.
you avoided that whole question just to circle around. You just Rick James that whole question.
I'm just saying, like, I probably, like, at the end of the day, like, I probably am bougie.
Yeah,
And
no, this the question is how long? How long have you been bougie? Because
girl,
I said
I probably
you
popped
were a
out,
bougie kid, and that's probably why your
but
grandparents.
but but you create that, right? Like, I'm sure my parent, I'm sure, like, well, no, I know for a fact that I was spoiled as hell. I know for a fact that I got whatever I wanted because they told me all the time, you know, like, so I don't. I mean, I don't know. It's not my fault.
Yeah,
I blame my grandpa. I blame him. He started it. I blame him.
it is what it is.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with being bougie.
Not at all.
I think that, well, I only say that because I am, but
I honestly don't think a lot of people are bougie enough, considering how low our standards actually really are. And, I think it takes
So,
people it takes I mean, honestly, it takes us, like, getting out and traveling and meeting new people to sometimes see how low our standards really are, especially in this
girl.
country.
I just
That's
learned about this place called Qatar.
mm,
Qatar. And when I tell you how rich these people are, and I have never ever heard of any place ever where everybody had a maid. Like even the maid has a maid. Even the teachers have maids. Like y'all making money like that to where you have to have a maid. Like yeah, like we're in the United States, we're like piranhas, compared to some of these other countries that like really have their shit together when it comes to money. I mean, but still, at the end of the day, like there's probably things that are not the
yeah,
best
that's the thing,
for
every
women in
country
those countries, but
yeah,
still,
it's I would love to go somewhere where I could just drink water from the tap.
could
I
you
love to never
imagine?
have to worry about that. That's how low our standards are.
Could you
To to
imagine?
to to be in a place where you could just put a cup under there and just drink a glass of water without worrying about what's in it. That's how low our standards are. We just want clean water.
Right. Can we have some fresh water? Because I know one thing. I am lightweight annoyed with having to buy water every week. I think we go through like 6 gallons of water at
Girl,
least
like
every
I'm
week.
filtering. Like we have I think with zero water. I have like the jug and like the big size one. I have both of them.
Hmm.
And we are constantly filtering, constantly filtering, having to replace. It's like this is ridiculous. Because if
Yeah,
not, we would have to buy, the water bottles too. And it's just like I find myself filtering those too.
I know. I think I want to get one of those like thingies. What are those things called where they come and they deliver the water and then you have that big jug and then you pour it over into the, what is that called? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the like the water cooler filter things. The
Yeah.
guys used to come around with the jugs, the water. Don't I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about?
You know
Yeah, I
what I'm
know.
talking about? Like that's what I think I should probably invest in.
You know what? I don't know why. I always used to love to see those trucks and the guys delivering it. I don't know why. It's not like, oh, I'm like attracted to the guys. It's just something about
You
seeing
like the
somebody
clean?
deliver
Here comes the clean water.
just
Here
water.
it
It's
comes.
just somebody's bringing me
It's
water. It's like
clean
it's
water.
water. I don't know. It made me happy. I don't know. I don't know.
It's the
Water.
little things. It's the little things in life. And again, that probably goes back to the standards that we have in the United States where we get excited about seeing the waterman or the Amazon guy. Like I get super excited when I see the Amazon, you know how you could track them.
Mm-hmm.
They come to my neighborhood. They will be 10 they will be 10 deliveries away on the other side
Looking at
of the complex, right?
yeah,
But I'm like, oh, they coming. They on their way. I'm all excited.
yeah, my stuff.
My stuff's coming.
Did you
So
do any
yeah.
Black Friday shopping? Because I did not.
No, I wanted to, but I didn't. And that's
I almost
because
did, but I was just like, heck no, I'm not spending my money at all.
yeah, I just
At
feel I
all.
feel like I feel like I just should not spend any unnecessary money. I'm not
Mhm.
really sure why. I'm not sure if it's just like maybe I'm just fearful because of this recession and the economy and da 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 da. Maybe it's all of that. But I'm just like, nope, I'm not spending any money. We don't need it. We don't need it. We don't need it. Something,
Mhm.
something ain't right. And
I
I need
said the
my
same thing. It's
coins.
like something's not right because, and a lot of people were saying the same thing. Like these discounts aren't even discounts, and like I don't know what they're offering, but it's just like they're not even trying to get anybody to
Right.
give any attention. I got the kids like it's like a little bubble machine they had on clearance and like a telescope I found. So I was
Hmm.
just like, because they deserve a toy.
Yeah.
But that's it. I was like, that's all. And the thing is, I'm not a Christmas shopper anyway, so like whatever money y'all hoping to get, I hope y'all don't get none. Whatever this is, y'all deserve it.
Yeah. From what I could tell, there really weren't any, from the things that I would have bought, there really weren't any good sales. And
No, they were.
I feel like you giving me 30%. Like you just gave me 30% 3 months ago. So
Do you
what
hear
is the
me?
difference?
And
If
you
you're
marked up
gonna
the
have a,
prices then.
yeah, I feel like if you're gonna give me something, like give me like 60, 70% off.
That's the thing. That's what everybody's talking about. We did not leave our houses unless it was like 70, 80, damn near free. Now,
Yeah,
20, you want me to leave my house for 20% where? I'm not even ordering online for 20%.
it's not worth it.
It
It's really
none, there
not
were
worth
no
it.
deals that were worth it. And honestly, it kind of made me happy to see people just like hold on. Like, well, I think it's like Six of Pentacles or something like that. She's holding on to her money.
Yeah,
Yeah, like six of Pentacles or six or seven of Pentacles, some one of those where she's holding on to her money. Like, nah, I got my hold my money for a little while because nah, I'm gonna
yeah,
sit on it.
because it
So
just
it
doesn't
honestly
seem
made me
right.
happy to see everybody do that. You know what? Keep holding your coins.
Yeah, and then some stores were like, "Oh, we're gonna what is it called? Oh, we're gonna let the sale go for another day." And I'm like, why? Because no one's buying your stuff. Like it's unfortunate, right? It's
Mhm.
unfortunate that with the the cost of everything is going up, but with the cost of everything going up, but we're not seeing our salaries go up necessarily. We're not
And
seeing,
what they're giving people is less and less quality. Like they're marking it up but giving you less, or they're making the bag smaller or just giving everything just
yeah,
like wow, what is going on? Y'all
yeah.
so PPP loans really hurt y'all that bad?
No,
Yeah, they
it's
put
not
paid it
that.
for.
It's the
I
fact.
know I'm
It's the
joking.
fact that I mean, it's the PPP loans, but it's even like the voucher, whatever they gave everybody over the
Speaking of that,
years.
did yours
Everybody
come through?
did what?
Your student loan, did yours come through?
No,
Your forgiveness.
the Supreme Court put that on
But
hold.
check yours because I checked mine. I got the notice that mine had been approved and had already been forgiven. So I went through and checked Navient's. It's gone. Mine is gone. And it shows the date that it was paid off. They said that it was showed as paid off, but it
Hmm.
can't officially go through like all the way through until after the Supreme Court. But they're already showing on mine. So you might want to
That's
give it a check.
interesting. Y'all have to look. I did receive it. Well, I need to do better with it. Reading my emails.
The first thing I did was I went to my credit report, like, hold on, we're gonna go ahead and file a claim against this. This isn't right because I don't know this anymore. You gonna get these student loans up off my credit.
Yeah.
So
But like I was
yeah.
saying, they're
Mhm.
trying to really get back all the money that they, in my opinion, I think they're trying to get back all the money that they gave to people during COVID and all of that. And so now we're just, now we're feeling the brunt of it, right? But what I was going to say about how products are getting smaller is I like to buy, well, now it's like the whatever, the mining code. But remember when it was the Aunt Jemima pancake mix stuff? So, but now it's like the gold Miller mining, whatever it is. So, anyways,
Yeah.
the box used to be pretty big and it would last for at least a month or two. And now it's like maybe like a third less, but it costs more. And I'm just like, that's crazy. Like,
You're the
do I
best
even
thing I
want to
did.
make? Go
And
ahead.
I don't know why. I said, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do I even want to make pancakes anymore? I'm not even getting what I can now have to make the little like half-dollar size ones, not the big fluffy ones, but that's not
Right.
important. But what were you gonna say?
No, I was saying was they made a point that it's honestly too expensive to be poor because most people who buy bulk save money. You save money by buying in bulk. And
Yeah.
one of the things I'm grateful that I did before um I got up here is I bought a lot of things in bulk, especially pancake mix. And it was like those like really big bags from Sam's Club and they had them for like $10.
Hmm.
I'm still barely through the first one and my son has been going crazy because I let him make pancakes now, so he's been going nuts. But I was like, we still haven't got through that first one, and we still got two more left. And I put them in Mylar bags to make sure they don't expire or anything else, just because I want to kind of food prep a little bit, have some stored away. And it's
Yeah,
just like I noticed that it's just like it's ridiculous.
yeah,
It's like
absolutely
it's too
ridiculous.
expensive to be poor because you can't afford to buy in bulk, so you spend more money buying stuff they give you with less stuff in it. It's ridiculous.
Yep, it's the beginning of the end. We'll just have to make do, and it'll be okay. At least we'll be skinny. We won't be able to afford food, so we'll be skinny.
A lot
That's
of
a
us,
positive.
our appetites have changed. We can't eat anything anyway, except sunshine. A lot of us can't eat nothing but sunshine right now. Our appetites have completely changed.
That's true. I can't even remember the last time I had like beef. Let me think. Yeah. No. Gosh, what? I can't even remember. And the reason that I stopped eating it is because it made my stomach hurt. Like it made my stomach hurt, and then when I went to the bathroom, like it smelled like rotten flesh.
Mhm.
And I know that's graphic, but I don't know. If you've ever smelled a dead body,
Mhm.
that's what it smelled like. And I was like, I
Gotcha.
cannot. I cannot. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been a few months.
Yeah. Thing is, I cook, but I, for some reason, don't eat. And it's just like lately, it's like as soon as I make dinner, as soon as the kids are in the bed, and normally that's around like 8:30, I'm out.
Hmm.
It's like, are you gonna eat dinner? No, I'm good. I drank some water, going to sleep. I'm tired. I was that. I think I had text you one night like, look, I went to bed. It was like 7:30. I was sleepy. I'm turning in more and more now. I hear being up past 9:30, and I'm screaming like, no, I'm
I think
struggling
that's
right now.
I think that's just old age. I think you're just getting old.
No, please, I can't sleep past 3:30 anymore.
In the morning, you can't. Wowzers.
3:35, I'm up. Between 3:30 and 5, I am up. Most times it's between 3 and 4. I'm up. They won't let me
Yeah,
sleep.
that sounds like old people stuff. No, I'm kidding. I'm
It
kidding.
probably is. It
I'm
probably
kidding.
is. You know what? I have never been afraid of that. I really haven't.
Of
I've
getting
never been
old.
afraid of that. Yeah.
Yeah, me
Honestly, it
neither.
was a part of my life that I look forward to because of just finally being in a place of just being content and just being wise and just having that look on my face like I done been through that and I already know the answers, but I'm gonna have to just let you live your life to just because
Right.
after a while you don't make a point anymore. You just sit back. So that's not a part of me that I'm afraid of. Like I'm ready. I'm ready for my grandbabies. I'm ready for my great grandbabies. I'm ready just to sit back. I'm not afraid of that.
Well, I'm I'm not saying that I'm ready for that because my kids are still little. But yeah,
I look forward to it all.
just life, just life. Looking
You
forward
know,
to life.
and
Yeah.
get to experience middle age and understanding what the midlife crisis is all about because that's supposed to hit. And I already got my midlife crisis planned out. Get a motorcycle. I already got the two motorcycles I want. I already got them planned out. One of them's gonna be chrome and blue. Another one's gonna be red and black. I already got my helmets designed out. Like I have it set. I'm already ready. I'm ready. I'm gonna join a motorcycle gang. I'm gonna get like 15 more tattoos. I already got my midlife crisis planned out. It's gonna be dope.
Okay. Okay. Good luck. Good luck with it going your way. I really hope that works out for you.
We'll
I mean,
see.
I don't know what you're supposed to say to that. Like, what if you go through your midlife crisis and you end up like I don't know, like you decide that you're gonna be a stripper all of a sudden. Like, oh, I'm 50 years old now, not wanna pop my pussy on a handstand. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, what if you go a totally different direction? Like, what if you don't become a hardcore badass biker chick and you just become a hoe?
I consider that period of your life, that midlife, as you reaching that point. And it's like, for me, you go all the way around. My sun is Libra, my opposite is Aries. I'm in no way carrying Aries energy. I don't. I don't carry it unless I have to. And I see that phase of my life as me being a bit more firing, upfront, aggressive, and everything else about what I want. So when I think about that part of my life, that midlife, I think of that part. And what part is that? That's the Aries. That's my opposite. And that's the part of us that's just like, I always want to live this way. I always want to do that. And that's just why I planned it out that way. It may be totally different. I may just say, I want to seclude myself and go into a monastery. My kids are older and they don't need me. Do something deeply spiritually immersive, maybe. I don't know. But if it goes my way, that's what I'm gonna be doing. And I'm gonna be pulling up like, Danae, you getting on or what? Cause
You're gonna be a hoe. That's it. You're gonna get out there and you're just gonna let loose. And that's okay too.
I just want to ride motorcycles. I ain't nobody say nothing about no dude.
You can be a hoe on a motorcycle.
I don't want to be though. I just want to ride and go around and go to neighborhoods and be like the A team and stuff. And
Girl, okay. What else is on the list to talk to talk about? What else
we
do we got?
that was honestly it. We do have full moon coming up on the 7th. That's gonna be in Taurus.
In
And
Taurus.
yes. And we do have some retrograde is ending. Yeah, Neptune retrograde is going to be ending on the 3rd. So, yay.
And what was that? What lesson are we supposed to learn from the Neptune
The
retrograde?
Neptune retrograde was in Pisces. So, um, Neptune is all around purpose. And Neptune almost carries that Aquarius energy, that knowledge. And then you put that together with that water energy that is Pisces. Pisces is, I wouldn't say moon, that's Cancer. Pisces is like the total summation of everything. That's how I think of Pisces. Pisces is the last zodiac. Pisces has a little bit of everything. So with a Neptune retrograde, you're reviewing pretty much everything, all of what goals you have set before you, what you've worked on. Is this it? Have you, with your plans, with what you want to do, with always saying yes, do you really have that knowledge and everything else? That are you satisfied with what you've absorbed? That's what Neptune being a retrograde test for us. That's why a lot of us have been in this like, I don't know, and we're just supposed to be riding this out. We weren't even supposed to be trying to figure it out. We were just kind of trying to ride this out and being sure that what we wanted, what we expressed, what we were going to say yes to, we've gotten it down, and we pretty much holding it. That's Neptune retrograde. That's what we were supposed to be learning and submitting down, because these retrogrades are to cement. And for some people, especially those born in the like late 87, early 88 and everything else, if you check their charts, if you have Pluto in Scorpio, y'all more than likely going to have a lot of y'all's Uranus, Neptune, everything else in retrograde. So for a lot of them, this has been like a homecoming type of energy. That's why it's like, this is nothing to be afraid of. This is supposed to happen. And for a lot of people, this is 33, 34 year. This is where you're coming to an end of a cycle. So 2023 is going to be amazing.
So okay, so so correct me if I'm wrong. I want to make sure
Mhm.
that I understood you right. So the
Mhm.
lesson that you're supposed to get from Neptune's retrograde is basically a culmination of what you have experienced up until now, and then use that to and apply it to whatever your life purpose is for
What
2023.
yeah, what are you putting your most of us have some project that we've started on just because something else did not work out.
Okay.
And we've most of us have had to say, okay, we're going to have to reshift, refocus, repurpose. And with that reshifting comes, I guess, like a reimagining of how you see this, and you gaining all that and putting it all together with that Pisces energy. Neptune is going to make you review this. This is the planet of reimagining, re reconfiguring. That's what you're doing. That's what this retrograde is making us do. That's why we're coming to the end of it, and most of us like, okay, we have it. This is what we figured out. This is what we reimagined for our plan going forward, for our 2023 going forward, for our purpose, for my goals. This is it. Yeah.
Mm, excuse me. Okay.
But it's supposed to be an enjoying thing. But of course, with the retrograde, it kind of challenged us a little bit. But if you held on to it, if you're still holding on and you're still saying, you know what, you got it, you're good. Trust me, you're good.
Mm.
I think for you, I think you're more than good because you not only said yes and you stuck to it, and you're still holding on and putting it out there. So I think you're good.
I don't know what that means.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Oh my
God
God, what
believe
is
it.
wrong? This is why I want to throw fruit at you because you just don't want to take. What is wrong with you? God, accept love. Where is
Is
my
it?
accept love?
I refuse.
Ex-
Denied. Denied. I love making you frustrated. It's like the best part of my day.
Everybody does. Everybody
You,
does. So I hit
you
you with
get so
something random,
passionate,
and
but
then you're
you
like,
get
"Where
so
did that come from?"
yeah, but you get so passionate about it. I'm like, and sometimes just like, when is she gonna like realize that I do this on purpose? Because it's all the time. Like I can't be a jerk
Most
all the
Leos
time.
are. They do. Most Leos treat me like this. They mostly do.
Because it's funny.
It's
And
always funny. It's always funny till I get you back with something random, and then you're mad at me.
well, I mean, who said that that hasn't already happened?
Somebody threw fruit at you, Danae. Who did you make throw fruit at you?
I don't know. Everybody, it's
You're
fruit. I
crazy.
eat it. I'm hungry. It is 1 hour and 14 minutes in.
And this was amazing. We are almost to 10 o'clock. I think this is good. This is so great. So we are going to, if you want to, Danae, go ahead and get ready to shut it down. And we're, of course, going to plug ourselves. If you are looking for us, you can always catch our usernames right here, Natalie S. That's where you can find me on all platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. You'll barely find me on Facebook and Instagram because I cannot figure out y'all algorithm. It's aggravating. TikTok is aggravating. Everything is aggravating, but we are here and we're still sending love, still putting it out there. And Miss Goddess Provisions is gonna go ahead and give it to you. But remember to like and subscribe. I don't know why you would ever think, why would you do that? I thought you loved us. You're not gonna like and subscribe. You're not gonna at least come back and say, hey, thought we better. Hey, come on.
I thought we were friends.
You know you love us. Come on, I'm adorable. Have you seen her? Whatever side my screen is on. Sometimes
Oh, y'all don't make Nally cry. Please like, please subscribe, please share this podcast with all of your friends and family. Go ahead and follow us on all social media platforms. For at Nelly S, and then for me, it's at Goddess Revival 3333. But please don't make her cry because I'm gonna have to deal with it tomorrow. I don't think you guys
we smell nice.
understand.
We smell nice. It smell good over here. I'm just
That
kidding, though.
reminds me. That reminds me of what was that movie? What was that movie with RuPaul, right? And she's dancing in the bodega. And she's dancing with the little dude. What movie was that? She's like, I keep my clean. I keep my clean. What movie was that? Do you remember that? Like, this was before RuPaul was like the RuPaul.
I know.
And what
I'm trying
movie?
to remember. I know what you
Crooklyn. It was Crooklyn. It was Crooklyn. Crooklyn. And she, okay, but yeah.
I almost made it when I cried. I'm done with you.
Oh my
I'm done.
god.
You talk about me. You talk about me. You got no right. You have no right. You have no right. Don't you ever call me random again.
Oh, I stay random. I stay random. That's my job. That's my that's
Oh my.
my life's goal is to just be random all the time.
Oh.
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
I
I'm
think
gonna
I
have
had a
to.
hot flash.
I can't. I most.
But anyways, that's what that reminded me of when you said we smell good.
It smell
We
good.
smell.
I told you
Stop
how
it.
bad I am. You see how bad I am at this.
Oh, I'm like having a hot flash.
Oh
Okay.
my god. Okay. We're gonna sign out because I'm not gonna make it. I just want to go to bed. I was gonna wash my face and go to bed. The nigga.
Right. Now we're getting sleepy. This is when sleepy time is like coming in. All right. Well, y'all, thank you so much for joining us. If you're catching
Yes.
us on the replay, we appreciate you being here.
Love y'all
And
so much.
we will see you guys next time on next Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. right here on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you for joining us on Spirited Mom Talk.
Bye.